We're going to move right on to management of technology, which we're actually going to have two presenters for this session. And the first one is Dr. Steve Walsh, who is a distinguished professor and the Creative Enterprise Endowed Professor at the Anderson School, who is most proud of the management of technology, technology entrepreneurship, and project management, student success in winning many competitions and obtaining paid internships for the last 20 years and assisting student success. He has served as the director of the Technology Entrepreneurship Program and is the concentration co-director of Management Technology Program and MSETM program at UNM. He's also the PI of the proposed Master of Science in Project Management. He's written over 200 archival, academic, and practitioner articles, books, and book chapters. He earned his PhD from RPI. He also was a manager at a division of a Fortune 500 firm, and in all of his free time is the president of Janus Ventures Incorporated, a consulting firm. And our second presenter is Yorgos Marinakis, who is an assistant professor and co-director of the Management of Technology and Innovation Program. He is UNM's first joint appointee with Los Alamos National Laboratory. He is also proud of the Management of Technology, Technology Entrepreneurship, and Project Management student success. So welcome to both of you. Yes, please.
I have slides, but I won't use them. Let me just talk about, as you've heard, almost all of our professors are fairly accomplished. We're pretty good. We hope to be good, but our students are exceptional. The MOT program, as many of you may know, is the first ranked program of any program in any management school in the state of New Mexico. We rank in the top 10. That's really because of our student success and what we have done. Previous speakers have talked about the Peace Engineering Initiative, which Yorgos and I lead, and our programs are basically all what they call hands-on efforts. We work with companies throughout the state and throughout the world. Our teaching techniques have been used in Europe, Asia, where we continue to have great relationships, Mexico, where we continue to have great relationships. Just name a few. Australia, just to name a few. Basically, there's three things. Let me just say that Raj really talked about the technology entrepreneurship effort, and Yorgos is the director of that effort. Do you want to say a couple of words about that?
As my colleague, Professor Walsh said, we really depend on experiential learning. We have a 20-year track record working with the New Mexico Small Business Assistance Program, where in our concentration classes, if a student wants it, a student will get a paid internship to perform this experiential learning with these local New Mexico entrepreneurial ventures. And that's something Professor Walsh has been working on for the last 20 years successfully. And we're very proud of that.
So basically, we have started, MOT was started as a reaction to the huge technology change agents in the state of New Mexico. As in every emerging economy in every area, we have responded as a group called the Innovation Group, where we include entrepreneurship, ourselves, MOT, and project management. We give you an example. We responded to the governor's call to work with companies. We've got grants for our students to get paid while they're doing it. I just thought I'd just say that one of our students group during COVID helped a firm raise over $1.2 million. And so that during this COVID time, which is very difficult. And what things in the world change, everything's global, but everything starts with technology change. And if you if you look at a management book, the first one, I guess, is Wealth of Nations by Adam Smith in 1776. Another thing happened that year. But he mentions that technology change is the root of all economic development in that book, and it hasn't changed much. We have in the MBA, she talked about the MS ETM, which is a joint program with the engineering school, where Yorgos and I also are the two of the co-leads of Peace Engineering. And if you're interested in that, we can talk to you about how we're doing that around the world. The project management efforts, which we're working with schools in Mexico and in India, in Europe, and we can talk to you about that. In MOT, where we're doing the same things. We just had, Raj has talked to you about some of the great technology entrepreneurship program people that came out, so I won't talk about them. But we also have leaders in the legislature in New Mexico. We have the CEO of New Mexico MEP. We've had directors at both labs, the big labs here. We have the project management folks are in just about 8 of the largest industries that are here. We share a lot of courses, I guess I should say that, between these programs. All of them are based on, you have to take the core course. There's a number of which, the management of technology course in that is 511. We have courses in strategic management of technology, technology forecasting assessment, where we talk about working with, and nobody really talked about Africa much here, but it's the bottom of the pyramid and the rise of the bottom of the pyramid, and we work with those folks. We have a technology entrepreneurship course that Yorgos and I teach. We have an innovative product development course. All of these are experiential learning. We try to help firms in New Mexico specifically, but also around the world. We get people from Europe occasionally, we get people from Asia, get people from Mexico, and we help them scale. And one of the things about entrepreneurship is, even my mother didn't think she had an ugly baby. And when you start an entrepreneurial activity, it's your baby. And it really is nice to work on small firms where you can see the problems that they have and help them. Our students in MOT and technology entrepreneurship have won the case of the year in New Mexico Small Business Assistance Program for each of the last 20 years. That we're exceptional, our students exceptional. And a lot of people ask me about placement. I want to echo things that my colleagues from FEE have said. We teach you how, I came from a relatively poor background, and I needed a job when I got out of either undergraduate or graduate school, and I needed a job. And so we teach you the elements to make you competent. You can't be very ethical. You can't be very interested in changing the world if you're not competent. And we teach you how to be competent in your field. We teach you about project management, which is in great demand right now. And we're hopeful that MSPM will be finally approved this December. We have great hope. We have a number of grants centered around it that might start as early as next semester. And we look forward to working with you. I guess one of the things I should say, since I was poor, if you take a look at the project management delta, people in project management, which is basically, in some ways to look at it, entrepreneurship is a project. So it fits very well with MOT, it fits very well with project management, it fits very well with technology entrepreneurship. Those people end up getting a delta about, well, some people say as much as 80%. Most of our students, I can't think of a student that hasn't got a job in the last 10 years, and we just, hard to keep you in school because you're in great demand. Yorgos, would you like to talk about a couple of things?
Right, and so as I mentioned, I'm the first joint appointee between UNM and Los Alamos National Laboratory. So I meet regularly with the hiring managers at the laboratory. I'm working all over the laboratory. So when a student expresses interest in a position, I can easily look up the position and make some phone calls and bring the student's application to the attention of that hiring manager in that organization. And again, because I'm in the laboratory, I know what skills and tools are required, what levels of competencies are required from the students, and I bring that to our classes. Professor Welch and I are both working closely for years now with two laboratories, so we know what they're looking for, and we know who's doing the hiring, and we take advantage of that to your advantage.
The last thing I'll talk about is economic development. We've had two of our professors win the statewide economic development award from the economic development group. We were very proud of that. We worked with the legislature. We worked with everybody on economic development. We worked with all the economic development directors in the state. We have people in as our students have won international event business plans. Our professors have won industry, community service awards for entire industries. We are exceptionally involved with the economic development groups. If you're interested in finding funding, we help that. If you're interested in getting a loan for a technology business, we help you with that. And it's just exceptional what our students have done. And we'd like to show you how we can help you have an exceptional career.
I think we've got a question in here that says, with working with companies that MOT has access to, is it more on the engineering or management roles?
We're all managers here. You don't have to be a technologist to manage technology. You don't have to be a technologist to start a technology entrepreneurial activity. These activities tend to be the best in creating job creation and wealth creation. And we have a number of our professors are internationally recognized in entrepreneurship and love to work with you. And so if you take a look at it, one of our courses does this, it says projects in technology commercialization. And we're not talking about engineering. There are engineers in the class. There are managers in the class. We have probably the most scientists in the class, psychologists in the class. We have one of the very most diverse classes you can get. I guess the next question is, can you describe why a student might choose the MSPM program over the MBA MOT? Depends on your interests. I think both of the degrees are great. If you want the benefits of an MBA, you would take the MBA, but you only have, as other faculty have already told you, you only have 4 concentration courses, and you'd take 4 courses, in this case, something like 401, which is, or 490, 594, which is Introduction to Project Management. You might take 517, Program Management. You might take 519, Technology Project Commercialization. You might take Technology Forecasting and Assessment. However, the MSPM is what people like, let's say, Lovelace, Presbyterian, some of the oil and gas people, a lot of the construction people want, because you're taking 10 courses specifically aimed at project management. And so you have a much deeper dive into that. All of these are experiential learning classes. You all take the new programs. We have gone out and both for the MBA, the tracked in project management, and the MSPM, we've gone out and got our professors certified to be Oracle professors. And as such, our students get to use the latest scheduling and program management tools costing tools in the world for free. So there's also another way to get you involved with, if you really want to be involved and make a difference in the world today, great MOT is a great way to go. Project management, technology, entrepreneurship. One of the ways for you to start figuring out what you would like to do is with a post-bachelor certificate in MOT or project management or technology entrepreneurship, which we all do. And you take 5 courses in that area and you work with Yorgos or myself or Raj, if you like, or Fred Phillips, or any of the people, or let's say Sarah Balawalia, if you're interested in, we have a close connection with a finance class. Right now, to be straightforward, I have a hard time keeping all the students getting the degree, because after about 3 of these courses, they usually get hired.
So we just have maybe 2 minutes, about 2 minutes left. You, either of you, Yorgos or Dr. Walsh, have any sort of final thoughts or comments for everybody, or advice for somebody interested in this area?
Why don't you go ahead, Yorgo? Or would you okay.
Well, I can tell you personally, when I started my MBA, I was torn between going the finance route because I'm a scientist, I'm a mathematician, or maybe going the operations route because when I started MBA school, the CEOs were the superstars, or going the MOT route. Just the cases and the subject matter of management of technology just spoke to me. And also the project managers are the new superstars of the business world now. And the management world, not just business, but not profit also. It's no longer the world of the superstar CEO. Now it's the world of the superstar project manager. And so that's, you can always get an MOT MBA and then go and take some classes, get a certificate in or a master's in project management. It's not just one or the other. They're not mutually exclusive, and getting both will actually help you, give you deeper, richer background.